In today's video, we talk about getting you shredded for summer. What's going on, guys? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and I'm doing a final ever vlog, video, YouTube movie, whatever you want to call this, at my current location. Tomorrow is the big day. The movers come, the trucks are coming, everything's going to be at the new house. So hopefully we get settled, and Thursday I can do a video at the new house. But yep, this is it for today. And thoughts? I love this house. I'm a little sad to see it go. It was probably the first house that my wife and I ever fell in love with. You know, we had other houses before this, but you know, our son learned to walk here. He basically moved here when we were 4 months old. So lots of memories, and even though we're moving close by, you know, this house will always be special to me. But in life, you roll with the punches. You go where you need to go, and you know, as my son gets older, that's really what's kind of defined our next move, is setting up for a better life for him, and you'll see more about that in the future. But I digress. Let's talk about today's video topic, which is basically getting shredded for summer. For those of us that live in Florida, it's already summer, but you know, for those in other parts of the world, and just the topic of, you know, you want to look good for summer. There's a lot of outdoor events and spending a lot of time at the beach or on the lake or whatever it is you may be doing. So I wanted to talk about having a game plan for actually getting shredded for summer, because I hear a lot of, you know, quick fixes for how just to get that lean. And there's a few steps that you need to take, and the most important step is you need to have a plan, and that plan needs to be realistic. If you are 20-30% body fat and you want to be shredded for summer, you need to start thinking about next summer. Bam, okay, because it's already too close to summer. So we need to start thinking about long-term gains. But if you're in relatively good shape, you know, 12-14% body fat for guys, you know, for that 16 to 18, maybe 20% for girls, where you're in that healthy range where you look good, but you feel good, but you're just not quite shredded, you don't have the chisel. I'm going to give you some real applicable advice that we can use for getting to your goal of being shredded. So the first piece of advice I want to give, it's pretty general, but everybody can go by it, and that is the rate at which you need to lose weight. Now, if you're going to find out how much body fat you have, to find out your body fat percentage, and then you can do some quick math and say you want to get down to 8%, well, you can do the math on how much body fat you actually need to lose, how much weight you need to lose to get down to that 8%. So that's not something I can do for everybody, but what I can do for everybody is tell you how fast you should be losing body fat per week. The general rule of thumb that I use is about 1% of your body weight, right? So what that means is, for a 200-pound guy that needs to get to, say, 170, 180 for the shredded look, that means we need to plan well in advance, because you're going to be losing about 2 pounds a week. And as we get closer to the single-digit body fats, that's going to be slower. That's going to be maybe 1% a week. That's the other thing you got to consider, is that as fat loss happens, it's going to happen slower. The more body fat we have to lose, the more it will come off at a nice pace. But as we have less to lose, it's going to get a little more difficult. And then also, with some of that weight that comes off might be some lean body mass. That doesn't mean muscle, so I don't want to confuse people and think, oh, lean body mass is muscle. No, there's lots of things that make up lean body mass, such as hydration, soft tissues, all these things. So you might actually lose more weight than predicted to reach your goal body composition. So now that you have your rate of weight loss and you have your target date, let's talk about some strategies for getting there. So when we're talking about setting up our macros, right? If you're not already tracking your macros, that's how I coach, that's how I teach. And so what I would suggest you do is do a food recall, set up your nutrition, on an app or something and just start tracking what you're eating on a day-to-day basis. And you want to start shifting around the ratios for what you're doing. So what I really like to recommend is 1.1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm assuming everyone's going to be in a relatively fit position. So we're not talking about people that would be considered obese or really overweight. So yeah, we'll stick with 1.1 to 1.2 grams per pound. And then what we're going to do is make sure our fats are in the proper ratio. So we start with proteins. The next thing we do is fats. I like to keep fats in 20 to 25% of total daily calories, right? So you factor that in. Now when you get really lean, it may be necessary to go below 20%, but you know, that's for specific cases. So I would never really recommend starting any lower than 20%, but 20 to 25%. Then the calories that you've been consuming on a daily basis, whatever's left, that's where you get your carbohydrates from. Now carbohydrates get a bad rap when we're trying to get lean, and that's because they can certainly be converted into adipose tissue. But for us, we're going to be adding in cardio, we're going to be doing some training. Carbohydrates are going to be very valuable for training, for recovery, and again, when it comes to putting on body fat, it doesn't matter meal to meal what we do. It matters the 24-hour range, okay? So don't fear the insulin fairies, okay? They're not coming to get you. Insulin is not a bad thing. It actually helps us out as long as we eat and train properly. Now, cardio. I see a lot of people go from 0 to 4,000 on cardio. They jump into some huge cardio numbers. Again, what we want to do here is keep our weight loss at around 1%, 1.5% of our body weight per week. Early on in the process, it might be a little more quicker just because your body adapts quick. But again, we don't want to go to where we're doing cardio 7 days a week for an hour a day, because where are you going to go from there, right? You're going to cause this crazy adaptation. You're probably going to drop a bunch of weight really quickly, but then your body's going to slam on the brakes and you're going to be stuck, and you're going to be doing an hour of cardio a day for 7 days a week, and your calories are going to be low, and you're not going to have anywhere to go to reach your goal. Even worse, when you reach your goal, when you have one bite of pizza, you're going to blow up, right? Because it's going to lead to overeating, binge eating. And so what we want to do is diet responsibly, make it a lifestyle so that you get shredded for summer, but you can stay there for a while, okay? And you can understand how you got there, right? So yes, if you're doing cardio, you want to be responsible with how you add it. If you're not doing any cardio, start with 2 or 3 sessions a week, maybe 20 minutes, right? And go from there, see how your body responds to it. Varying types of cardio, depending on your goals and your lifestyle. I've made lots of videos before about the benefits of high intensity interval cardio. There is no cardio better bang for your buck time-wise than a short 20-minute HIIT session where you do some interval cardio. The benefits of calorie burn for up to 48 hours after cardio, really where you get the benefit. So again, don't overdo the HIIT cardio. Like I said, start slow. Maybe you start with 1 HIIT session a week, right? Maybe you start with 1 HIIT session a week, and when you stall, if you enjoy HIIT, you add a second. Keep the HIIT cardios a couple days apart so that you have lots of energy for recovery. The big takeaway here is that we want to get our nutrition kind of planned, we want to get our cardio planned, and we want to get our training all going in the right direction so that we're losing consistently, and you need to give yourself enough time. Time is the key factor here. If you go into this and say, oh, I want to drop 20 pounds in 5 weeks, is it possible? It's probably possible. But if you want to go check out a really cool video, go look at my friend Lauren Conlin's channel right now. I'll link it below. She did a cool video on a research study talking about how you can predict weight gain over the life of an individual by how many times they've tried to lose weight, right? And a lot of those times that they've tried to lose weight because they've done things in a drastic measure. They've done a certain kind of diet or changed things like done no carbohydrates, which were not sustainable for them. And then when they went back to their normal lifestyle, they had a problem. So what we're trying to do here is provide information so that you change your lifestyle and it's sustainable and maintainable, so that when you reach that new level of body fat, you understand how things work, you feel good, you can maintain it, and you can look good all summer, you know, going out drinking, having fun. You'll understand that as long as you keep up with your training, you keep up with your nutrition, keep up with your cardio, keep up with your lifestyle, that you can keep that shredded look. All right, so I know this was a very top level view down at getting shredded for summer. And if you guys want, in the comment section, if you tell me your current calories or macros, how much cardio you're doing, and what your body fat percentage is, I will tell you, and your weight of course, tell me how long I think you need to diet for to get shredded for summer, and I'll give you some starting macros and cardio that I think you know would make sense for you. Now again, you know, I work with clients, so I will answer the comments as best I can and give you guys feedback, but it's not going to be on the same level that I would do for my clients. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I want you guys to get shredded for summer. I know it's a very common topic right now as beach season is upon us, and hey, I might even start doing some cardio here soon just so I can look good with my shirt off. Anyway, guys, bye from my house. Last time I will be in this garage, and next time you see me will be in a new location. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna shoot videos at the new house because I'm building my own office garage studio, but it's not done yet. So I'll have to figure out where we're gonna shoot these videos from. One nice thing about having this garage has been the benefit of shooting footage out here and no one bothering me. All right, guys, have a good day. This is Paul from ProPhysique.com. Hopefully I'll talk to you Thursday.